The Shark Meshing Program, or SMP, is a public safety measure that was introduced in 1937 to reduce the risk of shark attacks in the state's more populated beaches. 51 beaches between Newcastle and Wollongong are underneath this program. These beaches are netted by contractors using specifically designed meshing nets that are 150 meters long by 6 meters deep and have a mesh size of 60 centimeters. They are set 10 to 12 meters below the water, 500 meters off the shore. They reduce the risk of shark attacks and encounters to deter sharks from establishing territories closer to the beachfront.
Around the world, shark meshing programs are used in Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong and KwaZulu-Natal, a South African province. In these regions, species of other marine life are caught alongside the shark. Of the species caught, there is a clear trend. Dolphins, least concern. Great white shark, vulnerable. Grey nurse shark, also vulnerable. Whales, vulnerable. Dugongs, vulnerable. Great hammerhead and scalloped hammerhead are endangered, and sea turtles are endangered.
Alternatives include the Queensland Shark Control Program, in which a combination of baited lines, also known as drum lines, and nets are deployed to reduce shark populations near beaches. Since the shark meshing program was introduced over 65 years ago, thousands of sharks have been killed. From 1950 to 2002, more than 11,500 sharks became caught and killed in the nets. In the past 52 years, 373 grey nurse sharks and 526 great white sharks have been killed.
Okay, so based on the data we've been given, we need to evaluate the need for whether we can have these shark nets or whether we need to protect human lives. Which is the priority? Which is more important? So the questions we need to ask here are, is the SMP effective? Is it necessary? And what effect does it have on sharks and other populations? Well, based on the data given, we can't deny that the shark populations have been killed, and there definitely have been fatalities in history. But is it necessary? Well, one could debate that it is necessary because people are dying, and would that number increase due to the removal of the nets? But there definitely are ways to improve this, and this has been looked into. So are we killing the sharks or are we killing the people? Which is more important?
There are benefits to SMP, but there are also trade-offs. SMP invokes several highly emotive issues, and the impact severity on marine ecology is not entirely known. Other protected species such as whales, dolphins, and turtles can fall prey to the nets and become entangled and die. Shark nets definitely have their drawbacks, but there are safer alternatives that still provide a sense of security, and those are shark enclosures. Enclosures are structures built closer to land and fully enclose an area with smaller sized mesh that is rigid, preventing entanglement and catching of most marine life. There are a few ways to treat the situation involving SMP. The enclosure method is a better solution than using floating nets that can easily trap marine life. This still provides a sense of security for the public within the enclosure and eliminates the threat to large marine life that are at risk. Although there is no perfect method that provides no adverse impacts.